Tom Ginn here. Gratitude. Gratitude powers potential. We are going to be going live in just a short minute. Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I am grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for even what I experienced in the last few weeks in my health. And there's a lot to be grateful for with the people in your life, the recommendations, a lot of different things have come into my life, and I just wanted to share. I'm so grateful. With regard to my health, and nothing serious. At the time, it's very serious. I have come down with a severe case of gout. If anybody knows what that is or has ever experienced it, I've had it several times, but I've never experienced it like I did this early this week. But I've got some remedies. I got some things I'll share with you on that, and I'm so grateful that these elements have come into my life to help me get through this gout. Almost back to normal just in 2 days. Unbelievable. I couldn't even walk yesterday. I couldn't put any weight on my foot. But it's through the grace of God and some very influential people have turned me on to something I'll share with you in a moment. But today I want to make sure that we get back on track on gratitude. Gratitude powers potential. It unlocks the doors of your greatness. It unlocks your creativity. When we have a state of positive mind, we can conquer anything. So when we have that ability, that opens up the potentiality of what you're capable of. And so gratitude does work. I've applied it in my life. The more I read, the more I study, talk to people who are succeeding in every walk of life. One thing they do recognize how grateful they are and how powerful gratitude works in all areas of their life. Even when there's times of difficulty, times of strife, you can apply gratitude to give you a better perspective. So today I'll be still working out of this book. And we're almost wrapping it up. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. I'll pull that cover up here so you have an idea what it looks like. This is the study. And before I get into it today, I want to make an announcement too, because Bob Proctor at the Proctor Gallagher Institute has a free seminar that sort of dives into the principles of science of getting rich. And I always like to be full disclosure on it as well. There'll be an offer for you to enroll in the next level of course with it. But this is a good starting point for you. So I'm going to play a quick video, and I will put up the banner so you can register and take advantage of this workshop. So we just want to make sure you tag and share this with your friends. Here's the link for the Science of Getting Rich. It's a bit.ly link. And here I'm going to play that video real quick.
The Science of Getting Rich is an exact formula, a relationship between you and what can be. What do you want to become? Who do you want to be? How do you really want to live? The Science of Getting Rich. It's time you learned the formula.
You know, it's everything operates by law or by a formula. And today's topic is chapter 13 in the Science of Getting Rich. Getting into the right business or avocation or career or whatever that you're looking to do to support yourself, your avocation is so important. You know, we've been brought up to, replicate what our mom and dad have done. And sometimes you look back generational, we end up doing the same things. Many times we've been told to get more education, go to school, do those things, tap into your acumen of knowledge, your IQ, your specialty. But many times that is going to bring satisfaction. It's not going to bring happiness to you. So what I want to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about my story a little bit. I have been in business since 1983. I used to work in the corporate world. Was a contract negotiator in the grocery industry, union fact finder, arbitration investigator. So I had a lot of experience in it. But what I came to find out that even though I was going to make a lot of money, making a full career, retired early with a very large pension, I just recognized it wasn't in my core values. There were some things about the union movement, some of the things I was doing that fit my core, but the overall spectrum of that environment I would have been miserable my entire life. There's no doubt in it. So I sought out those things that are important. My character, the things I care about, is really helping, educating people to become better. My first business I got into was the financial services arena. Teaching people the fundamentals of winning with money. I did that for nearly 20 years, built my own agency, had 40 agents at any given time in the business, and was quite successful with it. But I decided I wanted to move on and do some other things, I think, for a lot of reasons, but it was quite fulfilling, helping people win financially. Even today, I'm no longer in the business. I still get emails and messages from my past clients and them saying, thank you. If it wasn't for you opening the door, bringing new awareness, I don't know where I'd be financially. And that is the greatest reward that you can have. And through the years, I'm an entrepreneur at heart and spirit, and I've looked at many different things. And I looked at them and tested them out and see if they would work. And many times it wasn't the fact that they didn't work that caused it to fail, but it didn't align with my core values, my purpose. And everything I've done and had success in has that commonality. And so whatever you're seeking in a career or a business, it takes some work to really get clear on your purpose. So today, hopefully I encourage you to get this book, because there is a direct science or a formula to getting rich. We're not just talking about the richness of your bank account or your assets, but overall, how do you want to live your life? In the previous chapters, we covered the building blocks for that. It really starts with a clear mental picture, a vision of the outcome you seek. What does it look like and feel like in all aspects of your life? And guess what? When you get clear on that, clarity comes to you. You'll know which direction to do. You start limiting those things that are not moving in that direction for your vision. But getting into the right business, I'll just open up with this. There are musicians who have remarkable talent and who remain poor. And I'm going to put this in context. This book was written several years ago. Some of the trades and the things he's going to mention here were trades of the past. They might be something that you can relate to here. There are blacksmiths, carpenters, and so on, have excellent mechanical ability, but they do not get rich. There are merchants with good facilities, good products, dealing with men and women, and nevertheless fail. So it's really important having, a lot of people chase silver objects. If I have this system in place or this formula in place, I cannot fail. It doesn't make any difference. I'll share my story When I got into personal development industry, meeting with Bob Proctor, I could probably bring my 3-ring binder down here with my business plan, my objectives, what I was planning to do, my marketing plan, my strategies, building an organization, all things laid out in a formal business plan. And when I met with Bob Proctor, and he wanted to know how I want to pursue the coaching industry, coaching business. And so I shared with him. He looked at my 3-ring binder, thumbed through it, not thumbed through it, but he went through it, but he was reading it. And when he was done going through it, he sort of dropped it on the desk that was separating us. And he says, "Tom, the best plans in the world won't work." And that threw me off. I didn't quite understand what that meant. I figure if you got a good plan, it's going to work. But there's some elements there that there's great talented musicians. Why are they not succeeding? It does more than the talents, your skills, your ability, all those things, they mean something. But he made this comment. And he asked me some questions. Because my business plan was a $1.2 million a year business plan. Ran the numbers, did all the things you would do as a business person, all the what ifs, all the projections, so on and so forth. I could take my business plan and get third-party funding. It was that detailed. And what he said to me, he says, "Tom, it's not going to work. The best plans in the world won't work for you." And what he meant by that, by asking me some questions, he asked me 2 very specific questions. What's the most you've ever made? And I had to think for a moment. And I told him, and it was a significant amount of money in relationship to what the normal person's making out there. But he got clear on it. How often did you make that money? I actually had to think for a second. It was once. He says, "What have you typically been making over the last 5 to 10 years?" And I shared that with him, and it was still a substantial amount of money, higher than the average earner out there in America today, in the financial services arena as well. And he goes, "Tom, you have been programmed that's the most you're going to make. You got to change your mindset. You got to change what you value in money. Why do you want to make 1.2 million?" He went through a litany of different things to help bring clarity on that. And he also pointed out to my relationship, my self-image around money wasn't strong. Because you cannot perform a belief and you cannot perform a self-image. And the way I was brought up, my parents grew up in from the Depression era when they raised 4 children, and it was always lack mentality. There was never enough money. With big money and big opportunities for other people. We're made to struggle. That's been the lineage of our family. We'll continue doing that good, hard work. And I thank God for them because they gave me a lot of insight and discipline to be successful around work ethic. But I didn't value I was worthy to have riches, have that type of income that I was seeking. And it was only through personal development did I recognize those were the paradigms or the belief systems that were keeping me stuck. Like Einstein says, if you want to go to a new destination, no matter what it is in your personal life, your business life, income life, whatever it is, you cannot use the same formula you've been using. You have to change it up. It got you to where you are. It will keep you where you're at. But if you want to go someplace else, you've got to have a new formula. You've got to have a new way of thinking. So after Bob worked with me for several months on that, it became very clear that I was holding myself, and I have changed that. And a lot of people say, "Why are you going into coaching?" Because I want to help people the way it's helped me, the purpose, the drive. So that goes back to the getting into the right business. We've been taught if you got a talent, use it. If you're crafty, use your talent. But if you don't love doing those things, don't do it. It's not going to bring you fulfillment. It may bring you riches, but it won't bring you fulfillment in life. It's the tools you use for success. If you're a carpenter, you've got to have good sharp tools, a hammer, all the different tools you have. And you have to know what the tools are used for. You have to practice on cutting. You have to practice on chiseling. You have to understand how to keep the instrument sharp. So just having the tools alone doesn't guarantee success. You want to be a mechanic, you could load your shop up with all the technology tools you need, all the mechanical tools you need, and because you have the shop with the tools doesn't mean you're going to have success. I see it all the time in people going into business. They think because they have a website and all this type of stuff that they're going to have success. Not necessarily true. You have to practice your craft. Now, if you have the talent and skills, you just got to continue getting better, know how to use those tools, find people that are successful in those areas, and circle yourself around people willing to help you be successful in any avocation or direction you want to go. Because if you don't know how to use the tools, you're going to destroy the project. And you may look at something, somebody says, gee, you want to go in that career? Well, you don't have the skills, the knowledge, education, the expertise, all those things. We hear it all the time. People want to raid on your plane, on your parade. You have to work within law. You have to work within legitimate law. I can't be a brain surgeon if my hands have been amputated. It's physically impossible, right? So you have to still work with the realities of our environment and our world. But in concept, you can get rich in any business, any business. If you don't have the right talent, knowledge, skills, you can obtain it. You can develop it. You can develop it. That's important to understand. Don't let naysayers say you're not smart enough or you don't have the skills to do that. They say, well, it's easier to succeed in a vocation or a career where you already have talents. And that's true. But to stay successful in that or even become successful doesn't mean that just because you have the talents doesn't mean you're successful. You have to develop the right mindset, continue sharpening the tools, and continually developing those skills at a higher level. So don't worry about if you don't have the talent. Seek out people that have the talent. How do they develop it? If you have to go back to school, you go back to school. If you need specific acumen to exercise that. But as Napoleon Hill says, and all the great writers about human potential, you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Not just in the material things, the house you live in, the cars you drive, places you vacation, all the material things of the world. It goes, what do you really want? What do you want to do in this life? We're all put here for a purpose, to make other people's lives more fulfilling. What do you really want? Are you fulfilling that on a deep core? Or are you just chasing money? Yeah, if you use the money in a different way, you can have an impact. But it's all about obtaining personal ornaments, I call those, in life. It'll be empty. There's a lot of people who have become rich, and you meet them and see them, they're not fulfilled. They're not happy. They did what mom and dad said. They followed the family's tree of business, or they took the influence of culture. They took all these paths and they ended up life with regrets. So it takes some work. We have a lot of opportunities. We get very clear on our purpose and our why in life. Opportunities that fall in alignment start showing up. and you know whether it's real or not. Now, you're not going to chase everyone, but you start making the ability to evaluate, will that support your vision? Will it support your purpose? And then the author goes into saying, all this knowledge, all this are important. Practice your craft, seeking out those that are succeeding in that area, getting clear on your vision, knowing what your purpose. That takes time. That takes sometimes quiet and solitude, and maybe some guidance in how to get those ideas and thoughts you have, so you can get a clear mental picture what that would look like. So once you've got all that done, the greatest thing that unlocks your potential, and gratitude's one of them. The author talks about the power of gratitude in picking the right business, is everybody wants more of something. They want more in their relationships. They want more money in their bank. They want more customers. They want more of this, more of that, more of that. Wants. But what really changes that formula is desire. What is your heart's desire? And once you have that, that is the fuel that unlocks your potential. It gives you the power, because choosing the right business is not easy. Even when you get in the right business, it's not easy. If you don't doing it for the right reason, the obstacles of business, the challenges of businesses, if you don't have a strong desire to keep moving forward, you'll quit. You'll go after something else. You continue chasing silvery objects, I call them. The key to success is doing, and it talks in this book, to do a thing or things in a certain proof that is the power that will drive you forward. Doing things in the right way. See, the carpenter can have a saw, but if he's not holding it and guiding it, doing things in a certain way, the right stroke, he's not going to be as effective, as efficient. It's a certain way to use the saw. There's a certain way to hold a hammer and strike a nail. There is a certain way in everything we do. There is a certain way. And in gaining riches life, everything operates by law. When you understand a certain way, starts with that vision and your purpose. If you're in an avocation job or business and you sense that you're not in the right place, you're looking to grow, all those things that you're looking for a change or betterment in your current avocation or your business, if you feel you're not in the right vocation, do not act hastily in trying to get into another one. Do not act too hastily. The best way generally is to change a business by growth. By growth. If, let's say, you want to become a personal development coach, don't drop what you're doing and go, no matter how much knowledge you have, all the classes and courses, you got a strong passion, and just acting too hastily you may just want to not test the waters, get acclimated to the waters, and grow through there. Get mentors, get out there and experiment, get out there and apply yourself in that avocation. And when that avocation starts manifesting itself with greater opportunity when you are here, then you could make the right judgment. If you act too quickly with too much haste, and you hear it all the time, well, if you're going to move in that direction, just burn your boat. Burn your boat. There's a time that you burn your boat, but you don't, when you get to your destination, you don't get on shore and burn the boat immediately. You got to get on shore and see if you're in the right place. And once you recognize that you're in the right place, then you burn the boat There's no going back to the old. You know you're in the environment that's right for you. So it's how you respond versus react. And once you get clear on this and it presents itself and you're not acting hastily, do not be afraid to take action, to move in that direction. Take the next step. Talk to somebody. Investigate the business you're looking at. See if you can shadow somebody in a business. You need to work prudently. Never take sudden or radical action if there is any doubt as the wisdom to your doing. So it's a process. I'm guilty of this. I've shaped silver objects and many things in my businesses, thought this would be a better way to do something. And on the surface, but I didn't evaluate it. I didn't test the waters, and I jumped in and recognized I burned my boat too soon. And there's never any hurry in the creative plane. So if you're going to be going into business, it takes your creativity, your imagination, and that all comes from mindset and beliefs and desires. And when we get that place, awareness manifests itself in very significant ways. You start seeing in them and they align with your vision and your purpose, and you know which direction to go. If you have any doubt, just wait. I've taught my clients in financial coaching. They want to make a decision. They may need a new car, or they're looking to buy another home, or doing something significant. And I've always been coached myself and always coach my clients. If there's any flicker of doubt, step back and think about it for 24 hours. Really think about it, evaluate it, and bump those doubts up against your faith and your purpose so you can make that decision. But when you know it's right, take action. Sometimes we have to step back, evaluate for 24 or 48 hours. And then what that does, it will help indecision. It will cultivate, and this is very important, he says it will cultivate gratitude. Many times we're looking to make a change and we're not grateful for what we have. And when we have gratitude for where we're at and what we're doing, we get a different perspective. And it keeps us in alignment. Mistakes come from acting hastily, from acting in fear. Keep in mind, I do a whole thing on fear, how it manifests, how do you change that, how your programming is already kicking in on making a new decision. It's the dinosaur of your thoughts, is fear or doubt. Forgetfulness of the right motive, the right purpose. Going back to your vision, your purpose. And it'll help you make that decision. Am I in the right avocation? Am I in the right business? As you go in a certain way, in the science of getting rich, opportunities will come to you in increasing number. And you will need to be very steady in your faith and purpose to keep a close touch with the mind, with all mind, by relevant gratitude. So gratitude still comes into play and help you make that decision. To be successful, do all you can in a perfect manner every day. Don't half-butt it. If looking to do something, give it your full attention. Give the best you have. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but give it your best you have. Go without haste, worry, or fear. Go fast as you can, but never hurry. That sounds like a paradox, paradox. Fast and hurry, two different things. Hurry is an energy of uncertainty. Fast is very deliberate. I'm going 60 miles, I'm going 100 miles an hour. I'm putting the foot on the gas. When we're in a hurry, it's a whole different thing. We're not certain. We're acting on emotions. We're not certain. So hurry and fast are two different things. Are you hurrying or are you moving fast? Whenever you find yourself hurrying, call a halt. Step back, take a deep breath. Evaluate what's going on. Fix your attention on the mental image of the thing you want. Okay, I need to get this objective done. But step back. If you feel yourself out of sort, take a deep breath, get clarity, and get a mental image of the outcome you seek, the project being done. Do it the best way you can. And working from a place of gratitude, give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks for the struggle you're going through because it slows you down, gets you new perspective. The exercise, and he put this in capital letters here in the last sentence of the chapter. The exercise of gratitude will never fail to strengthen your faith and renew your purpose. Gratitude. How does that help picking the right avocation, vocation, business, purpose in life? Gratitude. It gives clarity. It helps you realize what you have, not what you don't have. How do you deal with struggles? Gratitude settles down your thinking. You're not in a hurry. You may have to move fast. That's okay to move fast. But if you're in a hurry and try to move fast at the same time, you're waiting for something disastrous happen. But when you're clear, you can then go fast and move in the direction you want. So with gratitude, I just wanted to bring something up because, opportunities come in our lives. My wife and I have a wellness center. We're all about helping people improve their lives. She's in the holistic space. We have medical doctor, acupuncturist. We have a wide range of people in our business, all from a holistic place. I want to give gratitude to Drew Deraney, who introduced me to a product and a company that's making a big difference in my health. And with going back to the story of my gout, I've had it many times, but nothing like I did this time. And I've used CBD, I've used other methodologies. Nothing has delivered as quick a result for me than what I was exposed to. This is new technology out there, cellular signaling. It helps cells become healthier. It's at the cellular molecular level that where all health and cures occur. But I use some of the ASEA Renew 28 gel, put it on my foot several times during the day. Drank a lot of fluids because that's part of the protocol, getting rid of gout, flushing out all the I forgot what the acids that are causing the pain out of your body, detoxing your body. And then I doubled up. I've been using the molecular fluid. It's not a vitamin. It's not minerals. It's not a supplement of nutrition, not CBD. What it is stabilized molecules that your body already has for cellular health. And to learn more about that, I just want to bring it up. So I'm grateful because I've experienced it in many different ways, but this last few days has been a miraculous breakthrough in my understanding how powerful redox molecules are. What I'd like to do is just put up, if you want to learn more about that, I've got somebody just came on. I don't know why you appeared on my homepage. Fortunately, we do have friends or hobbies in common. Maybe we can add me as a friend. Let me know no matter what. I so wish you all the best. Deanna, I'd be glad to. I'll check that out. Thanks for jumping on. Most certainly. And I'm just going to put up this. If you want to know more about, I just want to convey the power of redox molecules. 3 Nobel Prizes behind it, 15,000 books written about it, a science is being taught in medical schools. It is a powerful, powerful new space. So I'm going to just put this up here. Oh, I think I have it. Here it is. This may be the right business for you. If you're in the health industry or you're looking to help people improve their lives, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a practitioner, nurse, physical trainer, or whatever, the people who are using this in their practice has made a huge difference in people's lives, made a huge difference in their business lives. So if you want to learn more, there it is, Linktree/4Rivers. Tons of information there, videos. If you want to talk further, please reach out to me. The only reason I'm bringing it up in gratitude, I am grateful for Drew Deraney, who introduced me to the company, the product. I've been using it for nearly 2.5, almost 3 months now. I've had some very significant positive experiences in my health and in other ways. But the gout was the one that really said, this stuff works. So with all said, it is with gratitude. Have a great day. God bless everybody. Know where you're going. Know why you're going there. And you know you're in the right business. With gratitude, we're signing out.